steamed cauliflower purees into a smooth, silky sauce without any dairy. Cashews add a creamy richness to the sauce. My childhood motto was, "Bring on the cream sauce." No surprise, fettuccine Alfredo was a favorite dish of mine. And I'm not talking about the original, slightly more elegant version, which was made tableside with a server tossing pasta with copious amounts of butter and cheese. I mean the sturdier Olive Garden-style version, with butter, cheese, and cream. But as an adult, that kind of dish doesn't appeal to me as much anymore, since one bite will usually satisfy the craving, and any more will give me a stomachache. While writing a book about cauliflower, I discovered how much I loved using cauliflower puree as a substitute for dairy, which led me to wonder, could cauliflower create a convincing vegan fettuccine Alfredo? With the right blend of other ingredients, indeed it can. The cauliflower, steamed until ultra soft and then pureed, creates a silky base. Cashews, softened alongside the cauliflower, add richness. Nutritional yeast, long loved by vegans for its cheesy quality, stands in for the parmesan. Cauliflower lends itself well to vegan and vegetarian recipes because it's such a chameleon. It has a mild enough flavor that it can be pushed in many different directions without asserting itself too much. It also has the ability to mimic different textures, whether a silky sauce for veganized renditions of creamed spinach or sag paneer, as a ricotta-like filling for a vegan lasagna, or a thick and spreadable vegetarian pâté. Much like Kenji, I like a little brightness with my Alfredo sauce these days, so I added a bit of lemon zest. If you're a purist like Daniel, leave it out. I also like the technique Kenji uses to make a garlicky sauce. He grates the garlic raw and lets the heat of the pasta soften its bite. The main thing to remember is not to be afraid of the salt. Parmigiano Reggiano is plenty salty, while nutritional yeast is not. To be afraid of the salt. Parmigiano Reggiano is plenty salty, while nutritional yeast is not. To get the cheesy quality, be sure to salt the pasta cooking water and the sauce. If, after you toss everything together, it tastes a little bland, add a little more salt. You'll know it's seasoned enough when you take a bite and think it tastes just like fettuccine Alfredo. In a large saucepan, bring nut milk or broth to a simmer over medium heat. Add cauliflower and cashews and stir to coat with the liquid. Reduce heat to medium-low. Cover and cook until the cauliflower is very tender when pierced with a knife, about 10 minutes. If the liquid seems to be evaporating out from under the lid, reduce the heat to low. You want to cook the cauliflower while retaining as much of the liquid as possible. Transfer cauliflower, cashews, and liquid to a blender or food processor and let cool until warm. Wipe out the saucepan, fill it with water, and bring to a boil over high heat. Puree cauliflower and cashews until very smooth. A high-powered blender will give you the best texture, but you can achieve a smooth puree if you let a food processor run for a solid minute or more, scraping down the sides occasionally. Add nutritional yeast, lemon zest, if using, and a few large pinches of salt. Finally, grate as much garlic as you want over the sauce and pulse just to combine. Season the boiling water with salt and add fettuccine. Cook until just al dente. Then reserve about 1 cup, 235 milliliters of the cooking water and drain. Return the hot pasta to the pot. Add the vegan Alfredo sauce and about 1/4 cup, 60 milliliters of cooking liquid and toss, adding more liquid as necessary to loosen the sauce to a creamy consistency. Put the pan over the heat for a few seconds to heat the pasta as necessary. Taste and season with salt. Transfer to a large bowl, hit it with a few grinds of black pepper, and serve.